Award-winning chef and author Rick Bayless has tickled our taste buds for decades with his traditional Mexican cuisine. In the upcoming issue of Prevention magazine, he shares some healthy and affordable one-dish recipes. Good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning. Pleasure to be here with you.
Great. You have a lot of fans here.
I know. I'm feeling great about being here.
That's good. So we're working some onions here.
Yeah, actually, you know what I did for Prevention was to actually shine a light on what I do when I'm cooking at home, which tends to be simple, fresh, and because it's fresh, it's healthy stuff. And I'm going to show you a dish that's one of my very favorite things to do because it's seared beef with caramelized onions, and then everything just cooks together in one pot. So we've got the browned meat already, onions that are caramelized, and we're just going to put everything together in there. Those are some mushrooms if you want to dump those in, and some canned tomatoes. I'm going to give it a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, which helps bring out a kind of deep flavor. Cilantro goes in there, a little bit of chopped garlic. And here's my little elixir. Some beer goes into
some dark beer.
Wow. Now, this is the thing that gives it real Mexican flavor. And these are little chipotle chilies. The can of the chipotles is right over there. That's the way that they come, the way you'll find them in the grocery store. It's a smoke-dried jalapeno, a little spicy, but smoky and sweet is what I think of.
So you need to chop them up a little bit
just
before
chop them up, take them right out of there, chop them up. And this needs to simmer for a little bit. And then you've got the simmered version of it over here. You see how all those mushrooms cook down and how beautiful that is?
Sure.
And I've got the browned meat that gets tossed in with it. And basically dinner is done when you've got it at that point.
I mean, this is really less than an hour, right?
Oh gosh, yes. I think probably a half an hour would be. And if you want to do it with chicken, you can easily do it with chicken. But browning is the critical thing in this.
Now here, this is not a flour tortilla. What is this?
No, that's a white corn tortilla.
Right.
And while you have a
serve
little,
it like that?
Yeah, just like that. You can, yes. It's a kind of a big bite of meat there. But this is such an easy dish, but it's company worthy because the flavors are really great. You can dress it up or dress it down. And this is the kind of stuff that I do when I invite people over for Sunday night dinner at my house.
You know what's great is there's just that overwhelming kind of warmness.
There's
heat in there. A lot of good flavor, but the heat is in there too.
Well, and that depth of flavor because you got the browned onions, the browned meat, and that little bit of Worcestershire sauce that goes into it.
That is really rocking.
That's cool. I'm glad you like it.
So while you're serving this, you've got to help me out.
Yeah.
Because you're in this Top Chef Masters.
That's right.
That's going on right now. How has that been?
Hard. I think it's probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Seriously?
Really, really hard. I was a judge on Top Chef, and I have to say it's way easier being a judge than it is being a contestant.
Because they were in Chicago, right?
Yeah. And they just throw all kinds of things at you. And you know, in my normal life, I have to handle a lot of curveballs thrown at me every day, but nothing like what they throw at you.
And how about
Top Chef?
Do they make it look like it actually is?
They do, except for the fact that sometimes they don't show how hard it is. In one episode, the one that I won that got me into the semifinals that start tonight, I was just sweating bullets one time because I had to put my hands in 180-degree meat and pull it apart because I was running out of time.
Dude, wow, very cool.
They didn't show that though.
Now, what are our other special
we've got some. This is more of a special occasion thing. Takes a little bit longer. That's some braised lamb shanks there, with green chili and tomato. Over here, there are some, chicken tacos. It's just simple grilled chicken breast with some caramelized onions, some guacamole, a very simple dinner. One of my favorite things to do is just bake fish with a tomato and jalapeno sauce, and it's baked over some sweet potatoes there.
Wow.
Really simple, really good, and it's actually a dish that I turn to really regularly because you can actually have that on the table in about 25 minutes.
Rick, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, thanks.
Great for breakfast, I got to tell you what. For more of Rick's one-pot recipes, go to our website. That's earlyshow.cbsnews.com.